What's up, everyone? It's your lady, Amy the Seventh, with another episode of Pretty Woman Speaks. But I have my handsome classmate from UAPB, Matthew Reed, BMR Productions, director, producer, writer. I mean, the list goes on. I'm super excited to have him in. He is a man of many things. He's written and produced and directed 15 plays in 6 years. I mean, he's unstoppable. He's even had the likes of Monique rubbing elbows with him. He's been nominated for many awards, and he's from Chicago, so I'm super excited to have him in the building to just talk about some of the wonderful things that he's done and where he's heading. But my first thing I would love to just discuss with him, before I do that, say what's up, Matthew.
Hey guys, how you doing? Hey girl, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well, and I'm really amazed to see just how much you've grown from our days at UAPB, incoming class of 2009, and just to see where you are now. Is this where you pictured yourself as the young guy of 18? Is that where you saw yourself today?
Oh, never in a million years, bro. Never in a million years. I never thought I'd be a director. I just said a professional like that. So it's really huge. It's something definitely in God's plan. Definitely.
When you when you say in God's plan, what is that?
How about this? There used to be a saying, right? The kid as you grow up, like with my mom, they would say things, even in my church, the old people would say, you know what? If you ever want to make God laugh, you tell him your plan. And I used to get a feeling God had a lot of jokes on my behalf because I thought I'd be somewhere different than where I'm at now. I've been a million years I've been a big director. So I'm pretty awesome. It's pretty amazing what God has done for me. You know, so I feel God for the opportunity. I do.
Well, that's good because you're definitely flourishing, and I'm really excited. Fun fact: I used to live in St. Louis, and he brought one of his plays. What play number was that number? Because I know
Um,
you've written so many plays. What play number was that?
it was probably 9 or 8.
Okay. So nine or eighth, and I was super excited because at that time I was producing. I had control to bring on whoever I wanted to bring on, and he said I did give him his first TV appearance, and I'm really excited to be a part of his journey. Yes, thank you very much. To be young, black, and talented, right? What type of burden is that on your shoulder to have those words to describe you?
You know, for myself, I'm from the west side of Chicago. So on the west side of Chicago, we didn't know what theater was, or arts, or or craft. We didn't know what that was, and I wanted to change this. You know, I wanted to bring theater to the hood. And if I busted myself real times, I think I did. I would take actors off the streets and I would train them to be professional actors. And I would take people on the streets and let's say some of the devils like suicidal thoughts, depression, anxiety, those sort of things as such, drug addiction. And I would take them and put them on stage. So my thing is, the hood didn't know what theater was. And I think definitely in Chicago, but I think definitely God used me to be the instrument to introduce right theater to people. You know, it's like pretty awesome. It's really good. Well, really good, girl.
So you said that you basically wanted to bring theater to the hood. Why do
To
you
the hood.
think, or yeah, why do you think there? Because we're such theatric people, right? Why is there a lack of theater in our neighborhoods?
How about this? Maybe because of lack of education.
Okay.
Being a young black male in Chicago, there ain't too many that can say they have a degree. You know, and amongst myself, I was actually the first one in my family to go to college. Black male, right? To come in college, go to college to get my degree. So sometimes it doesn't mean that we never have the how can I say this? We don't have the talent. It's just none of us, we never have the opportunity. So if we never have the opportunity, then means some of us don't exist, or our talent didn't exist, but we never been introduced to it. So I thank God that I was introduced to it and able to take it, right, and share it, right, amongst the others. And I love the hood. That's where I'm from. But things change when God did. So we had to change me.
So you say you were taking
Yeah.
You and your theatrics. He's introducing us to Grandpa Jenkins already. He's gonna say hello to us too.
You like that, don't you?
What'd you say?
Be in the bathroom, girl.
Oh,
You
he in
dress.
the bathroom. So
Yeah.
interesting enough that you say that you took a lot of people off the streets and you brought them into your shows.
Yes.
What was the value of you doing that?
What was the value of doing that? I might have to get you to reinstate that question. What's the value?
Yeah. What?
What is
Yeah.
value?
Like, what is the meaning? What is the purpose? What do you feel the hood is gaining from giving exposure to people right off the streets?
The value itself, the value itself is life. The value itself is life. Right? Again, some of us, we can't live our life or get to that place of life because some of us don't exist. God did. Let me focus on this. God is not a person keeping God. He's a purpose keeping God. And when we sell our purpose there, then God has to keep us. He's obligated to keep us because we're doing what his will, whatever his will to be done. You know? A lot of us don't think it exists because we don't have a purpose. So I had to find my purpose, and the value was life. And that's to give life to someone that doesn't have it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of us are lost. And my thing is, I wasn't afraid to tell someone that I was lost in the beginning too. And I need to be helped. So the value was life. Giving life back to someone who's been walking zombies, right? Because if we don't have a purpose, then are we alive or are we dead? Right?
And that's a good question. There's definitely been many times where I felt dead.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Dead out here, lost. Those are very easy things to feel in this life. In fact, I think oftentimes it's like designed for people to feel that way. I mean, that is a mega task for you to take on with not only finding yourself but giving other people purpose as well. Was that your original intentions when you started off writing your plays, was to give people life?
Well, that was really good. Good question. You know what? Actually, to be honest, my heart, myself, heart has always been huge. It really big. I love to give and help people in general. And once I found out that what I was doing was giving me life, I said, why not share it? I'm gonna say this to you. How can I say that? Sometimes here we have to give the enemy a plate to go. This means I can feed you, but you can't eat at my table. We have to understand in our life who's around us or who needs to eat away from us. So my thing is this: I start to realize who's hungry, and I can see who needs to be fed. You know, and if you want it, then you come get it because I love to see you get it, right? So my thing is I have to go feed the people that was hungry and not just the homeless, right? But I have to help someone that was interested in being helped. So my thing is again, sometimes we got to give the enemy a plate to go with, right? So hopefully that makes sense.
It does make sense. Giving the enemy the plate. I mean,
Yeah.
is that the same thing as keeping your enemies close?
It's more the same thing of more of a I can eat, I can feed you, but again, you can't eat at my table. How about this? I'm going to give you knowledge, I'm going to give you understanding. I'm going to take you places that the rest may don't qualify you for. But guess what? You can't do it around me because you're not there yet. Because if you're around me, then you're taking something from me that I need. Now you're a thief. Uh-oh. I'm giving you something. Oh, you took this from me that I need and you don't even know it. So my thing is this: when God gives us something, we have to know how to protect it too. Right?
That's true.
Maybe that's why I've been on the road of this successful thing for so long period of time. I learned as a young man to stop telling bad spirits good news. When God blessed me, I'll be quiet to talk too much.
Yes,
Need to be quiet.
absolutely.
Oh! Now be quiet on her show. Oh yes. Stop telling bad spirits good news. When God bless me, I will be quiet. when people give things to me. Because if you're not adding, you're just subtracting, right? If you're not adding, yes, you are. You are subtracting, right? Yes. On to the next question. I'm talking too much.
No, I'm feeling it. I look,
Oh!
be yourself.
Ah, yes! Let's go. Oh, yes, God. Let's go. Talk to me.
But yeah, while you were bringing it up, not telling, bad spirits good news.
Yes.
Oof. I mean, that's a lot in a nutshell, and it brings me back to a lot of your stage plays. It talks about discernment and
Yes.
finding God in some of your low moments. I know you said that your first stage play you actually wrote for Easter,
I
right?
did, girl. I did.
Okay, so has your intentions for writing these plays, your plays, always been about centering around God?
You know what? Honestly, guess what? In the beginning, it did.
Okay.
In the beginning, it did. In the beginning, it did. I want to say
Okay.
it one more time. In the beginning, it did, girl. Yes. In the beginning, because guess what? I want to let God know, God, this is yours, and I'm giving it back to you because you first gave it to me. But the thing is this: it's not the beginning or even the end where I'm going. It's the middle. Because in the middle is where we're having this conversation. Right? In the
Right.
middle, we're on the show. In the middle, we understand life and we gain and we lose and we begin to make those things valuable to us. We can make who we are, right? But it's definitely the middle because I've learned so much there in the middle. Oh my God, I've learned so much. In the middle. You have no clue how much I learned. In the middle. Yes, dear. Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
So, what would you guess? I feel like in our generation, we're so focused on enjoying the middle or fast forwarding to the end. Oftentimes, we don't like to ride the wave, as they say, staying in the middle. It makes me think about Jaheim. He said that his favorite part about becoming a star was on his way up. Why do you feel so many of us tend to miss the middle part, the journey? Why is that so often avoided?
Well, that's because we're too anxious. The Bible says here, be anxious for nothing. Some of us we're moving so fast, and then we miss the valuable things on our wayside. I'm gonna tell you this, dear. I learned that, like you said, the last question, the beginning, like I said, was it was all about God. But after a while, I realized that I couldn't stay the same way in the beginning because things change when God is. So since God is involved, He will change us to make sure what we get to the world is from Him. Now I said this to this. I said this to this. After one month, I realized I can't save church people because they somewhat already saved. So why not do a play with them? Ah, you're just fussing it now, right? And it's argument and confusion and trauma and pain and hurt. All these things because God blesses us in our uncomfortable position, which sometimes can be in the middle. So sometimes the Bible says this, I have that knowledge of. The Bible says this, hey, the race is not given to the right, nor to the strong, but it's the one who can endure to the end. It doesn't matter how fast you're going or how slow you're moving. As long as you endure, right?
Right.
Good to go, right? And that's what it's all about. So I learned so much in the middle. Oh my God, so much. Because I found out that the best is yet to come. Not at the end, but it's yet. Right? At the end where I die. That's when I'm dead, right? That's at
That's
the end.
right. That is the end.
Oh, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I love that you pulled that verse. That's really, I think it's Ecclesiastes 9:11.
You better stop
And to me, like when I came out of my accident and I'm actually just redefining who I am, I called it the new old me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and That's one of the first Bible verses that I actually cling to was Ecclesiastes 9:11 because I learned so much from going through, as you say, that uncomfortable time. I mean, it really was an uncomfortable time because I lost everything, right? And I think oftentimes, we want to get through the middle because we want to automatically define ourselves. And when we're in the middle, there's no definement, right?
Yeah,
Because
girl.
you give God the ability to define who you are, and most of
Yes.
us don't want to wait on God defining us. So then we tend to get lost in the sauce, as they say.
Yeah.
So I want to understand what goes into writing these plays. Is this something that wakes you up in the middle of the night and you're like, this is my next play idea? What goes into you formulating so many plays in just a short amount of time?
You know what? When you give things back to God, He give you more. Oh, so good.
You better preach.
Oh, man. Listen, when you give things back to God, He'll give you more. And that's my thing. I said to you, it ain't gonna mean you end up at night or just stressing out on the night. I think now what's my 15th year, 16th year, 15, 14, probably I'm now. In 6 years. But I said to this, when you ask God in everything, He'll direct your path. And sometimes if I'm just walking and talking, or I'm on a flight flying to a different city, right? Or I'm going to new performance, whatever, God will give me the title of my new play. I was on a flight, right? From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I was with Lee Daniels for the Netflix thing. And I heard God spoke to me and said, Matthew, what about your front door? And I said, that's my new play. The front door. Oh, wow, right? Right? It just hit just like that. My last play was called The Older I Get. And now this new play is called The Front Door. And it's, oh my God. Woo. A lot of drama, girl.
Okay, what's the significance of the front door? What is the drama surrounding the front door?
Well, you like to know. Well, I give you.
Give me a little snippet.
I know that's right. This play titled The Front Door. Basically, it's about a wife, right, by the name of Crystal, who's actually she's dodging relationships inside her home so she can leave because she's actually having fantasies about someone special in her life. So I said to say this. This character is actually just dodging a relationship with her husband and her son just to not build a relationship with them because she's so afraid of losing them. So her objective is to run up that front door and not be around when it needs them the most because she's too afraid to get attached to someone that has a possibility of leaving. So it's just a play of fear and hurt, right? That's keeping us stuck where we are.
I think that I think I think that is such a common theme: fear and hurt, keeping you essentially stuck. Yes, right. Because nothing is what meets the eye at all.
And times, you know what? People dodge that a lot. A lot of people don't want to build a relationship with their family. Because they're afraid they'll die or leave them. Because they have you ever loved someone so much that you're afraid of them passing and how you will react if they pass.
Absolutely.
That's how she is. She's afraid, so she don't want to be with her children. Get out of my face, move!
Right.
You get too close. So when you leave, they won't get to your phone. Oh! So good, right?
It is, but it's selfish.
Selfish, isn't it? Oh my God, is it so selfish? But that's selfish is drama. We like selfish.
Yeah, we do.
That's the front door, and it's just I must myself. It's such a powerful production. It's so my God, it's so moving, and it definitely makes you go home and think about your loved ones, right? Definitely will. It's definitely touching.
So out of all the plays that you've written, what would you say, and I know they're all significant, but what would you say has touched you the heaviest
Oh,
or, yeah.
ah! Right? It was titled "The Old Folks Home." The old folks home touched me so deeply because I just love me some old people, right? And the reason why I love them is because they have so much experience, and they're so valuable, right? To our now, we need them. They're our legends. They're our ancestors. We need them. So when I catch an individual being treated the wrong way, especially if they're older, it hurts. So definitely, I never got a relationship with my grandfather. I never met him before. I never met my grandmother on my father's side. I never met a lot of my older ancestors or my legends, right? So, and that's one of the reasons why I'm the old man, Grandpa Jenkins, right? So whatever I don't have, I like to invent. So that's all about it. So the old folks don't definitely move me out. Definitely need.
So is that the reason why you spawned the character Grandpa Jenkins, coming from a lack of having your ancestors, your older ancestors, or like where did he come from? Because he's so animated.
Look,
He's everybody's grandpa.
look what the wind blew in. You know what? I thought this man wasn't well known, but Tosh, people know who Grandpa Jenkins is. They are fans of him. I said, oh man, you would believe stars that told me they seen Martin Lawrence. He said, I like Grandpa Jenkins. Oh, Lee Daniels, I like Grandpa Jenkins, right? Malika said, he was of Grandpa Jenkins. All of them, right? But he definitely came because I have him in my life. And whatever I don't have, dear, I create.
Whew, that's powerful. That gives me chills to hear that you create your own reality.
Create my own reality.
I feel like that's really hard for people to do. What would you say to people who say, I would like to create my own reality. I want to create what I don't have. What goes into that?
Imaginary. You know, God, he created a tree. Oh, well, this is a tree. He created the tree. And whoever seen the tree imagined it being a chair. They imagined it being the table. Does it make sense?
It makes a lot of sense. I listened to, I don't know if you know, but this guy, Dr. Miles Monroe, he said everything starts as an ideal. He said everything you look around, everything was an ideal, and that person brought it from the spiritual world here to the real world.
Yes.
And you talked about imagination. What are some things that you do that help strengthen your imagination? So I know you tapped into God, but what does that look like to be tapped into God?
What does it look like to be tapped into God? What it looks like is being serious with God. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's deep.
It is.
How about tapping into being serious with God? When I want me a toy Taj, I go to Toys R Us. When I go to Walmart, I'm looking for my toy. Our problem with us today, we take God as a joke. And when you take God seriously, we talk to you. But you need faith for that. You need someone to tell you that God is really real. Or you must believe it yourself. Instead of hearing someone else who's mocking God, who's saying 1, 2, 3, shout, or run around the church and play and laugh. You need someone real to tell you that God is real in your life. You can get from God's voice for yourself. I'm going to tell you this, Jen, I hope this soaks in your spirit. God is everything. We can't be met everything.
Okay, I didn't know I had came to church today, but apparently that's where I am, and my spirit is definitely receiving all that you're giving. And I do appreciate you being so prophetic, right? Because that's definitely what direction that I see you're going, especially with your writing and even the mention use that you do online when you go online and you call people out and say this is what I see from God when it comes to you. Um, so what's next?
Oh, good question. Well, I just got done doing I'm gonna do, um, for a while. A lot of that. I have been a lot of phone calls, made a lot of directing, a lot of. I said a lot. I'm not talking about 2 or 3. I'm talking about 40, 50. I'm talking about a lot of directors. And they said, director, hey, and Matthew, I want you, Mr. Reed, if it's okay, I want you to come and direct my film for me, or my movie, right? Or even series, and that, I mean, it's like an internet series. And I said, you know what, that's awesome, but I want to make sure I perfect. I want to make sure I perfect it before I move on. So I said to say this. My next thing is actually um, doing my first movie. I think it's
Big time.
right, right. Here I go. Here I'm going. And actually, I was going to do one of my old plays, which is called Love Within Reach. But something just hit my soul and said, director, do your most recent play. And I said, I'd like to do that. So the front door, I'm not just making it a play, but it will be also my first movie ever. So I have a huge crew behind me. Robbie was going to do it. I just came from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, doing a Netflix film with director Lee Daniels. It's called Deliverance. I was one of the producers of the film. So I wanted to be in that type of environment to see if this is what I want to do. So I talked to Lee Daniels for a while. We had a long conversation. And I think it's almost my time to hit the way. It's definitely my scene to go in and just move on to the movie world, girl.
Okay, and so you've talked with Lee Daniels. We know that Lee Daniels, he's controversial, he's loved, he's hated, he's all of these things. What would you say would be the biggest thing that you've taken from him from that long conversation you had?
To be humble. I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I told you tell you something. I don't care about how you thought about it. It's gonna be recorded. I'm telling you, who cares. My thing is this. Um, I seen a scene that he was doing in the river, and I told Lee, I said, you need to do that part over again. I, it don't look too much. I said, you usually damaged for a reason. I think it's trash. And I think you should do it over again.
Mm.
I believe in. If you're my friend, I'm going to tell you how it is. And I said, if you wouldn't be who you are if it was soft or if it was trash. And it was real brief. I didn't say, I had to stay on the subject, but he understood it. He did. And my thing is this, what I do for you should be recorded. Real friends don't keep score. And I'm expecting him one day and you to say director or Matthew, or how can I, how about this? I'm expecting you to say, I'm here for you too. So my thing is, if I can help you, that's not being recorded. We're not keeping score. What I do for you was not keeping score. What you do for me, you're not keeping score. All right? You're just helping. And that's all what life is about. You people know, and I must love you. So I to talk to these things, right? And because I can't, I said, come on, man, you can do better than that, right? And I think it's an awesome film. So me myself, like I said, I have a lot of things on my plate right now. I have rehearsal in a few, and I'm so excited because we have a lot of things, great things coming up, and also a tour too. So we'll be definitely coming back to your city, hopefully.
So all of these things you have going on, when do you make time for you? What does that look like? Someone who's busy, they got movie people calling them, they're on tour. How do you make time for you?
You know what? I make time by loving me first. Let me tell you something, baby. When someone loves you, they're always free. My thing is this: I'm always free. So So what I do to make time for me, I turn my phone off. Or I tell them to call my phone. It's late at night. I'm very outspoken. Don't call my phone. I'm working at the moment. Call me a different time. And I mean that, and they won't call back no more. They're calling the line that's been selected on it. And that's all to it. If I can't run it, maybe I need to be on.
Boundaries is what I'm hearing.
Gonna act like you know it. Yes, right.
And speaking your mind, did you start off speaking your mind, or is this something that as you become more confident and finding out who you are, is that where it stems from?
We went to college together, which is awesome. Yes. We went to college. That's awesome. Yes.
I love that. I love that for us.
I've never seen anyone in college that much as best friends. The best. I've always been outspoken. I love you. I'm going to tell you the truth. And if I don't now, I don't. I'm still going to tell you the truth. How about this? I have words. Right? And then my words I value. And sometimes we're afraid to speak in general because we don't know who we are. And I wish sometimes I could have done things back then to express myself a little more than I'm already am now. So I know who I am. My confidence. When you're confident, you get it from God. I get it from God because I know He will.
Ooh, that God confidence. Now that needs to be a play wrote right there. God confidence. Okay, that's something you can't fake.
That's right, girl. I just really enjoyed you today. This is awesome.
Yeah. This has been wonderful. You're touring. You have a movie coming out. When can we expect the movie to come out? Where can we see more of you? If they want to check out your plays, where can we go to learn more about you?
Oh, well, actually, my front door tickets just went on sale yesterday. The date has been switched now. Thank God. Yes, September 16th, so another week, September 22nd. They'll be at the DuSable Theater in Chicago, Illinois. I'm extremely excited to go back to DuSable. They begged our administrators and my secretary said, Mr. Reed, we gotta get down to them. We gotta make this deal with them. So I said, what the heck, let's go with it. So I'm so excited to be at the DuSable Theater September 22nd for the new play, The Front Door. Now my movie, The Front Door, will be out probably in the month of October, November. I'm excited about that too, right? Really good. All right.
Exciting.
Huge name for that too, which is really good.
All right, where can we follow you?
Oh yes. You can follow me on Instagram at official Matthew Reed. Again, Instagram or at official Matthew Reed. I think I'm Matthew Reed on Facebook and TikTok official Matthew Reed. What else can I say? Oh yes, to buy your tickets. Tickets on sale right now on Eventbrite.com. Type in Matthew Reed's The Front Door. All right, like Tyler Perry's, which is an awesome guy.
Looks like we got a Tyler Perry in the making, but then this one's Matthew Reed. He's putting his own name on it.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.
No problem. Well, y'all checked out and heard from my awesome classmate, the official Matthew Reed, as he calls himself. I hope that y'all learned a lot of jewels from him. Check him out. As always, Amy the Seventh airs every Monday at 7 p.m. Eastern. You can check me out on all of my Instagram and Facebook at Amy the Seventh, SoundCloud, YouTube by the same name as well. Y'all, peace and love.
Okay. All right.